You alright guys, welcome to this video. I'm going to take you through Natori Ryu treasures. Now I'm going to explain what all this is, but just so you're aware, there's a long version of this video which has been put on the Natori Ryu channel, and there's a short version of this video which has been put on my Antony Cummins channel, so as not to bore the non-Natori Ryu people. But I'm very much a believer in producing future treasures, and by that I mean we love antiques today and we love old scrolls and we look at everything, but you're only going to get those if somebody creates something. And nowadays with a lot of mass creation, you know, a lot of printing, you don't get so much. So here I'm going to show you some of the stuff I've had mass printed, if you like, some of the stuff there's only a one-off, some of the stuff that's personalized, and this is going to be the future treasures of Natori Ryu. Let's start with Isui Sensei's death tablet. So there it is. One of those has not been made for many years. The original is in Aonji Temple. This is a waterfall from Wakayama, not far from where Isui Sensei was doing his stuff. And this is actually an Edo period print. Now, these are the versions of the Shoninki to get. There's Don Rowley's version. So Shoninki, the true records of the Shadow Warriors. That is the clawed one, the blue one. His magic is excellent in this. He's very good, magic side of it. Then you get this one, the Mauser one. That came out. That was the one that annoyingly I made the mistake of telling people what I was doing before I actually got it on pre-order, and I got an email off someone and they said, Anthony, somebody's seen what you're doing and they're going to translate the German one very quickly into this. And I was like, damn. So I was going to be the first person to ever have the Shoninki in English, but I was beaten by this chap by literally weeks because I opened my mouth too quickly. So annoyingly, I've never done that before. Now I only tell you what books you're going to get when they're on Amazon pre-order, so people can't do that. I learnt my lesson that way. And of course, Natori Ryu, the main books, Book of Samurai 1, Book of Samurai 2. You get your own cup, and here you can see John Hayter has got his Natori cup. We've also got to get one for Stephen Crump and for Peter Allen. This is an introduction to Soto Zen, but we got it stamped at the monastery. The only problem is in the transport they were crushed, so they had the ink went the other side, even though I think it had dried. They've just been stacked annoyingly. But we got these from the organisation, but I've given these out to some lucky people out there who have that original stamp. A retired altar thing, basically it was given to me by the monk, and it's there for Natori. You can see Natori Ryu Sensei, basically middle soke, if you like. I got this made by Yoshie's daughter, who's about 35, and she was doing some crafts one day, so she made me that badge, which was quite nice. This is still in its wrapping. It's actually the Shoninki Reading Club, and this was made by the monk early on. It's actually a headband with a ninja, like when they used to do the iron headbands for ninjas. It was like he made that, so cheesy, but you know, fun. So I've kept that pristine, so that's gone in the collection. Now these are what's called Goshuin. So Goshuin are actually for temple stamps, and this is the official Aonji Goshuin. A pristine copy of every single of the minor courses that Andrew has put together, Andrew Throburn. So this is only a small collection of them because a lot more upstairs, but basically I've kept an intact version of every single one so that we can show in the future where they started, because we've done lots of these things now. And people say, oh, is Natori Ryu a sort of online course? These are what you get. You will get these courses. So there's Monomi course, there's Torinawa course, which is the sort of rope course, the outdoors program, the cutting with a sword, the 12 tools program, the infiltrator or ninja program. Oh, these are excellent. Back to Throburn, he makes a lot of stuff for me and it's very appreciated. You can see there, you can actually see the chalk mark where they actually did the embroidery. That'll be washed out and put it through the wash. But this is a Kinchaku bag, and it's embroidered with the Natori embroidery, so obviously I've kept that one safe. This is actually a replica of the flag used by Tokugawa Yorinobu, Isui Sensei's actual lord. The same ilk. I had this made, which was excellent. This was a present from J. Kane, and in here I keep Now in there, I keep all the numbers that people get for their swords, because we put hidden markers on our swords, which is usually our number. And these were generously donated from Ryan Potts, number 158, and these are actually gold stickers. I'm pausing because I'm trying to think where my phone is. I'll show you what I've done with these gold stickers. Those stickers from Ryan Potts, that's the back of my phone and the back of my iPad case. So as you can see, they stick on really nicely for Natori Ryu to give it that little bit of personalization. Now in Natori Ryu, if you actually join and go through those courses that we showed you before, then basically you can end up getting your own dojo name. So this one is, well, let's do it this way around, Kyugakukan, which means the house of deep study. This one is Togenkan, the house of disturbing waves. I don't want to blow my own horn, guys, but for 100 years, nobody knew anything about this. They just knew this, and they all thought that was it. There's actually 25-ish scrolls in Natori Ryu. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So we've got another 20 scrolls to go. So, and it's taken me a long time to get to the bottom of all that. Now we've got to the scroll portion. So these are my scrolls. I'm having stuff handwritten. This is the only one that's not handwritten. This is printed. So let's have a quick look through this. So this is actually a printed version because it was cheaper to get done instead of handwritten because it's quite long. But this will be the prototype for the handwritten version there. So the dog has joined us. Now this is one of my favourite things and will become pretty much a proper treasure of Natori Ryu. So that says Natori Ryu Ninka Dojo, basically Kyugakukan. So basically official dojo of Natori Ryu called Kyugakukan, with the date and the signature at the bottom. So there it is in a very long one. That is just wonderful. That was written for me by Yamamoto-san, the monk. And to show, hey, this is the dojo has been established as a premier dojo under the guidance of the Buddhist temple. Really good community. So this is the second scroll I got from the monk, which is superb. This says again, Kyugakukan, my dojo, and that is just amazing. That is top level calligraphy. That he's a very, very high ranking calligraphist, and it's just superb. And I got that given to me as a gift to say thank you for sort of like bringing their attention to Natori Ryu and for opening the dojo and reopening Natori Ryu. How cool is that? So there is my dojo name. Now anybody in Natori Ryu who gets to the level where they can acquire a dojo name, which is very easily possible, it just takes hard work, but it's easily done. You've just got to put the effort in. So what I want you to realise is if you can go this deep with it in Natori Ryu, you can really push and get what you want in Natori Ryu. So guys, this is very important. This is the complete list of Natori Ryu scrolls. Now it's taken me about 7 years to put this list together, and even now it is not complete in the sense that there are a couple of scrolls that I'm not sure if are scrolls or if they're just comments on various writings, but they have been left out. So that is why I have left a space at the end, you can see here, for in case any of that research pops up, I can put them in, and the same there, because this basically constitutes the scrolls written by Isui Sensei. So the man who wrote the Shoninki, these are the scrolls written by him. I've covered up, as you can see there, 4. So there are 14. There's the original 10 that you should all know from the Book of Samurai series, and then there are 4 secret scrolls. However, everyone knows that one's Shoninki, but I can't show you without showing the others. So, and on this one, unfortunately, I can't show you anything. It's all the secret scrolls. This is the deep esoteric Buddhism around here, the how to deal with gods, and then also Chinese formations and everything. But, so you can see, so here's quite important. This one is Natori Ryu's secret medicine scroll, okay, which I think only I have. I've given it to a couple of people in Japan, one as a researcher, and obviously the translators have it, but that is Natori Ryu's secret medicine scroll, and I have found it, and I found it in the bizarrest of places. This one is quite cool. It's just the 4 ways. For those people who know the Shoninki, there are 4 ways to operate, and this is the old Chinese system of 4 ways. But the reason I didn't really want to show you that, but the reason I'm showing this is many people say to me, they say, Antony, do you have, what about Kuden? What about the Kuden scroll? Well, that's Koketsu or Kuketsu, depending on how you want to say it, and that is literally the oral tradition scroll But not only that, we have every single one of these has at least two, if not 3 or 4 versions of them we have tracked down in all the museums, and they've all got their oral traditions at the side. So I would get it out or I'll show it to you, but there are oral traditions written down. This is the main scrolls, but overall this is all of Natori Ryu. These were kindly given to me by Ryan Potts, and I've stuck them at the end. They are our Mitsudomi. So there you go, guys. That is, so if you've stayed with the video till this point, that is the Natori Ryu treasures. I'm going to build up so many in my life that actually we should leave behind a lot. And one of my ambitions is to get all of Natori Ryu handwritten out in proper densho, but that would cost tens of thousands of pounds, I think. So at least get the Shoninki handwritten out by the monk. So we're going to still work on that. Remember, if you would like to join this school, you can follow us on Instagram. You can also find us, or the best place to find us is Natori Ryu Hub on Facebook, and come and join and study these scrolls. Study it. This is real samurai warfare, real samurai stuff from a real samurai who actually tried to find the secrets of samurai battle, and we've got it all. So there you go, guys. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you too are collecting future treasures for your school, or especially for Natori Ryu.